Hello and welcome to Caseking, the show where I go over the bets that you should and should not make. Alright guys, well we have quite a few games to go over today, so let's get right into it. First off, we have a matchup between a somewhat unknown team in AliGon and a obviously very well-known team in E-Frag. Now, AliGon has been performing decently recently. They have quite a bit of talent, but they're a young and inexperienced team. I think they are an up-and-coming team that should be watched. Now, with all that said, they have never played a team of E-Frag's caliber, and I don't expect much from them in this scenario. I think that E-Frag will dominate AliGon just like they dominated Penta today. I really don't see E-Frag having a problem beating AliGon, considering the fact that, like I said before, this is the first time that these players from AliGon, while they are talented, will be playing against a top caliber team, and I just don't expect them to be able to do a thing. E-Frag will win this game. Then we have a matchup between Penta and Caseking. So Penta played poorly today, and they have two matchups today against two weaker opponents, as you can see down below. UX, they will also be playing. Now Caseking, they are a kind of unknown team. They have a small sponsor. Really, Penta shouldn't have a problem winning this. This is a best of two, meaning that Penta should be able to clean up shop pretty nicely. With that said, I think Caseking always has the potential to upset, as they have upset teams in the past, but in a best of two, it will be very difficult for Caseking to win back-to-back against Penta, even though Penta did look atrocious today against E-Frag, but then it's just one game, so we can't, take too much out of it. As we move on down, we have Vexed taking on DP. I believe their name is Pixel, a team I've never heard of. Now, when there's teams I've never heard of and I don't have much information on, I can't give too much of an in-depth prediction, but I can say that Vexed is very good at playing these low caliber teams, as they play them quite often. I don't really know why they like joining these lower leagues, but they do, and they very easily dominate teams like DP very often. I think they will win this, but like I said, I can't give a solid prediction just because I don't know too much about Pixel. Then we have pretty much the game of the day, the only main game. This will be a best of three between Fnatic and Dignitas. So there's not much to be said here. Fnatic looks a lot better since Pronex left, and I think that Dignitas, with all the roster changes, has been okay. They haven't been terrible, but they haven't been great either. I think that they still lack a lot of chemistry and, quite honestly, leadership, because they don't really know each other that well. I think that Fnatic will have no problem cleaning Dignitas up 2-0. This should be an easy win for Fnatic. Then Penta versus UX. Now, I would wait for Penta to finish their first game against Caseking, but with that said, I think that against a team like UX that is so bad, I think Penta will win this. Now, I have been going with a lot of overdogs today, and that's just because this is the kind of day that, overdogs are just favored. Unfortunately, some days it's just you gotta go with the overdogs, because the overdogs are very clear winners. And in this case, this is the only game that's a bit risky. Now, this is probably the riskiest bet today, just because SKDC is better than Noble. There's no doubt about it. But SKDC is also kind of lower tier in they're a tier 1 North American team, but they aren't really that good in terms of playing teams like CLG, Cloud9, Luminosity, Team Liquid, all that. Now, with that said, Noble isn't either. Noble has had multiple roster changes over the past few months. They haven't looked incredibly strong, and they have not been able to beat any of the tier 1 professional teams in North America since their roster changes, which is troubling. And considering that SKDC, while they are not an incredibly great team, I think that they are still better than Noble. While this is risky, and there are other bets today that I would recommend first, that you bet on first before this one, this isn't a terrible bet to go overdog on SKDC. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and let me know what you think of my picks, and who do you guys think will win these games. Subscribe for more daily predictions if you haven't already, and I will see you later.